Hello, welcome and welcome back. This is Jacob and today we are going to be continuing the Let's Play for Reavers 1999. And in today's part we're gonna wrap up the main event story portion for the Chronicles of Uluru. So, I'm looking forward to seeing how this is gonna end, and this better not end on yet another sour point, because my god, I cannot go 3 for 3, right? The last two parts ended literally on the most depressing sections of the story, and the ending to this better be good. the ending to this better be these three girls stuffing their faces with cheesecake and I don't know, two fairies sprinkling fairy dust over them for extra spice or something like that. Can we have that, please? I cannot really go 3 for 3. But regardless, I am happy that you guys leave funny comments behind to, you know, lift up the mood on these parts. And considering on the previous one, or rather speaking of on the previous one, Corenway9470 said, "Listen, Caroline, if your rivalry has lasted more than 10 years, that's no longer a rivalry, you're just gay." I needed that. I needed that after that last episode. I needed that. Also true. Also very true. If both the Legend of Heroes games and Arcanists have taught me anything, rivalries that last that long, yeah, buddy, you're definitely gay at that point. But anyway, Corin, thank you very much for that. That was a very needed. Very needed comment after the previous one, so thank you very much. I also saw the other one, which was also playing on a title of an anime actually that I've never seen, but I know the title of because the initial impression of it was well, based on the title I thought one thing, but it was obviously more than that, or not at all that, which was a pun on between Yuri on Ice and Yuri on the Floor Ritualist. Jesus Christ, that also killed me. Fuck's sake. But yeah, anyway, thank you guys very much for those cheerful comments. I saw also a couple of other things being brought up. One of them is a question that I do have for you guys, and that is, in the next episode after this, we're obviously going to be doing the Willow story, which again, thank you to the Reavers 1999 Timekeeper YouTube channel who allowed me to use their footage for the Let's Play of the story portion. So thank you very much once more. However, question for you guys, first and foremost, because judging by the length of those episodes, those cutscenes, it's gonna be probably like Anecdote length, because I don't have to do like mini games or whatever throughout the thing, probably. I mean, I'm not gonna be playing the mini games myself, if there are any in that thing. But on the other hand, considering Willow's story seems to be on the shorter side, I do have a question of between Turning in the Fog and Puppet Arena, is there any story in these two, or is it just like battle modes or something like that? I mean, I'm gonna still include them in the Let's Play. I just have the question of, do they actually contain any kind of story segments or whatnot, or is it just battles? Just so I can plan ahead and see how much I'm gonna include into the next episode of these two. I will still include them, but if they do have any kind of story between the two, and then I'm gonna do one with Willow and the other one with the story for Flutterpage that will come in the episode after that. Another very quick question that I have, and it's purely because I saw it being brought up in the comments of the previous episode, and that is regarding patch 2.4. I remember someone saying a couple of episodes ago that I'm probably gonna be free to do literally everything from patch 2.3 to 2.6 when they are alive, without having the need to go through the chapter 8 main story, right? But I saw someone brought up that 2.4 might be better tackled with or rather after going through chapter 8 of the main story. If that's the case, I mean, there's still a lot of other stuff that I need to cover in the game. I mean, I still need to cover the, or rather cover, I need to play through the the roguelite mode, which will come in one of the very close future episodes. Plus, I'm gonna presume that with 2.4 they're also gonna reintroduce one of the old stories back into the game, which I can also do as part of the Let's Play, and there's like a ton of anecdotes as well. But yeah, question is that the case? Do I need to, or would it be better rather to go through chapter 8 first? Because if that's the case, I can skip on 2.4 and just wait for at least the J story, I guess, to be re-added into the game, and cover everything else in between then. But yeah, I would appreciate it if you guys can give me a pointer. But yeah, anyway, well, that said, how about we hop into today's portion and see where we go from here. Oh boy. Okay, so 14. Suit in the Petri dish. Nice. Oh, cutscene only. Okay, cool. And thus salvation is obtained. Oh, are we literally gonna find a solution to something? Did we have to go through the dreary part last time?
The black fog seems terrifying. If I'd been there, I'd have buried myself in the garden or jumped in the sewer before it reached me.
Thankfully, all the patients and nurses were fine. Only Leonard's daughter got a few bruises.
But what a shame it is that the building was ruined. It was 300 years old, you know. The stained glass alone was a masterwork.
Rip.
Bugger! I just can't seem to spit it out. I feel like my chest's on fire.
Take this medicine 3 times a day, and you'll feel better tomorrow.
Tooth Fairy hands over the medicine, then takes out a small notebook to jot something down.
Case 132. Clinical symptoms. Burning sensation in chest, blackening of ears. Quite different from a regular tuberculosis patient. Maybe this is a different disease altogether.
Huh. Blackening of the ears. Okay.
Damn this black fog. Qualifiers are cancelled, fairs closed down. Even Cross Street's been cordoned off. To see the posters of the athletes all covered up with fires, it's utterly hopeless. Workers are striking again, just like the old days. They seem to be the only ones who dare to go outdoors. Although, since so many have lost their jobs, I suppose they don't have any reason to go out anymore. What are you doing, Miss Tooth Fairy?
Tooth Fairy.
Collecting saliva samples to put in petri dishes. I want to see what will grow. The sample I collected 2 days ago has already grown something unusual.
Huh. Okay. So I'm starting to think that this whole thing, I mean, it was obvious kind of from the beginning, but there's some arcane bullshit going on here on top of the smog, on top of the fog.
Something unusual?
A ball of black fog, weaker
What
than
the
the
hell?
one I met in the alley. Its existence is unstable. Its form changes daily.
Uh-huh. Okay. Funny, the very first enemy that I fought that was the most unique enemy out of all of that stuff, the big rotund enemy, who was also pretty tanky.
It doesn't appear to have any self-consciousness, but that critter in the alley was definitely intelligent.
That critter is gonna be the final boss of this thing, just mutated and bigger.
Huh. This thing. It looks like the illustration in the old book I read to me son.
Oh?
I can't quite remember the title, but it does mention a creature like this.
Oh?
A creature like this?
Oi, Miss Tooth Fairy!
Oh, we're getting somewhere. The startled head hurls toward them, wobbling as he goes.
It's an emergency, Dal. The little tack is in danger.
Please, Mr. Hat, keep your voice down in the hospital. The patients need to rest.
Sorry about that, but this can't wait. Miss Tooth Fairy, they said a girl's climbed to the top of the old bell tower, and she's planning to jump off.
Oh no!
A girl? You mean...
I almost said Tooth Fairy. Flutterpage.
Yeah, Flutterpage. No normal girl could climb all the way up there.
His head flew away. What is she planning? Bell Tower Cross Street. Is she gonna...
Oi, girl! Get down! It's dangerous up there!
I mean... She's gonna be fine with her arcane ability. I mean, she can just float down. I just have a question of what the hell is she planning? Does she want to use her arcane ability to blast away all the fog and smog out of London? That's a bit overkill, and I don't think you have that potential in you. As much as I would want to. Anyway, not even the noise of the carriages and the crowd can reach as high as the bell tower, let alone the shout of one passerby. At the top of the tower, Flutterpage is contentedly airing out her linnets. What? Excuse me?
Knock knock. The little knocker-upper loves hanging sheets. Every one of them brings back a sweet memory.
Uh-huh.
The first sheet smells like cucumber and tobacco. The second, night dew and stars. The third, mummy's cuddles.
Oh.
Knock knock.
What are you doing?
You know, you didn't need to come up so high just to hang your sheets.
It's probably the cleanest air up here.
Miss Tooth Fairy, well, what are you doing here?
Having finally reached the top of the tower, Tooth Fairy exhales heavily. Oh
I
god.
wanted to ask you the same thing.
Poor Tooth Fairy had to climb all the way up here.
I'm having some quiet time in my secret base.
Aww.
Off you pop. We'll meet up later.
Aww. Aww. The sweet baby. She gently shoos the canary fluttering near her feet.
I understand your need for privacy, but given that almost everyone in London is talking about a girl who's about to jump off the bell tower, I'd say this isn't the spot for it.
Jump off the bell tower? Oh, like I might fall? Don't worry. I'll be fine as long as the wind's blowing. I'll ride it all the way to,
Yeah?
Australia?
Australia?
Yeah, Australia. They must be preparing for the finals there.
Uh-huh. The girl fidgetes, Jesus, nervously with the clip haphazardly tucked into her hair.
Come here, Miss Tooth Fairy. Have a seat.
Tooth Fairy gracefully swings her leg over the railing, and the two sit quietly side by side, their feet swinging among the clouds.
Come on, Liberty! Quickly! It's dangerous up there!
Don't listen to him, Liberty! Oh, you! Watch your word! She might jump right off the bloody thing!
Jesus Christ, these people. The clamor on the streets below continues.
Why?
Why what?
First, they told me to get down, and then they told me not to. Why'd they change their minds so quickly? Not just them. It's like all of a sudden, everything's changed. People said they wanted the qualifiers, but then they cancelled them. They said they'd find a solution, but then they just completely gave up on solving the problem. Why couldn't they just keep at it until they achieve something? It's like climbing this bell tower. You've got to push through and keep going until you reach the top. Otherwise, you'll never get to enjoy the view.
Maybe they...
After a quick moment of reflection, Tooth Fairy shakes her head.
Well, I don't know.
Miss Tooth Fairy?
It's just the mind of the masses. When a huge group of people moves in one direction, They're gonna go in one direction, and when that direction is barred off, they're just gonna go in the other direction again. There's only the individuals in all of those cases that will stick to that thing and keep on going.
I think I did something wrong.
Nah, you did fine. Oh? Aw.
I can cut my own hair, cook my own meals, and do my own laundry. No one taught me. I just figured it out myself.
Oh yeah, this reminds me. I heard the one voice line where she where she talks about cutting her own hair, and that it tangles itself up then when you do so. I was like, as someone who does that for himself, I was like, I feel ya. I feel ya. That is always ass when the hair just tangles itself up together when you try to cut it yourself. Ugh. And then you have to untangle the shit. At least I do it like once per year, so anyway.
I used to think the world was like the fish tank I had at home. No matter how many questions I had, the answers were all inside, just like the fish swimming in there. I was patient too. I'd take the fish one by one and carefully look them over. And I wouldn't stop until I checked every scale. Yep, every single one.
You were taking them out of the fish tank?
Well, unless Mum and Dad scolded me. Actually, sometimes I couldn't figure out why they hit me.
Oh.
I just had a lot of questions, and I wanted to know the answers.
Oh.
Anyway, now I've learned the truth about the world. It's different from what I imagined. I thought it was a round tank, but it was actually square. I thought there were goldfish swimming inside, but actually there were pinching crabs and chomping sharks. Sometimes even just pieces of rubbish.
Jesus Christ. Can someone give this child a cheesecake or something?
The round tank only existed in my mind, and all the answers I found were nothing. Just my imagination. And what's worse is that I hurt others with my imaginary answers.
Oh. A gentle breeze rustles their hair.
You mean Miss O'Hagan?
Oh.
I let her down.
Oh. A faint scent of lemon floats by. Fairy gives an unexpected smile.
I spent my entire youth learning how to get along with others. And you know what I realized? People will change as long as the result benefits them. Once things are going well, whether expected or not, people often forget the goals they set before they reach that point. What I'm trying to say is, we need to remember who we really are and what we really want.
Flutterpage turns her head to look at Fairy, curiosity in her eyes. Fairy tilts her head to the side as though deep in thought.
Miss Willow must have known what she really wanted. Otherwise, she wouldn't have become the youngest floor ritual record holder of the century.
Oh yeah, now that she said it, I think you guys brought it up that Flutterpage here is roughly around the same age as what Willow was when she got her first awards as a floor ritualist. She pauses.
I'm sure she understands that it wasn't your fault. You didn't hurt her. In fact, you didn't hurt anyone. You just need to look at the fish tank in a new way.
Flutterpage looks off into the horizon.
Ugh. It hurts.
She presses her hand to her cheek, her little face scrunched up small.
What's wrong? Let me take a look.
Oh.
You're losing a tooth.
Adorable.
A new tooth is pushing out the old one.
A new tooth? But I've already lost all my baby teeth.
Uh-oh, that's not good.
Open your mouth. Don't worry, it won't hurt.
Oh, ouch!
The squelch.
It's out. Look.
Okay. She opens her hand, revealing a perfectly intact tooth.
I thought I didn't have any baby teeth left.
Well, you don't anymore. This was the last one.
Huh. Not a baby anymore. Flutterpage moves closer to get a better look at it.
Ew, it stinks.
It does. I suppose I'll keep this then.
Tooth Fairy produces a handkerchief, contentedly wraps the tooth, and stows it in her pocket. One more to the collection. Doop. Fuck's sake. God damn it, Tooth Fairy. That was a nice little scene. Also, what a profound way of thinking about the world from this little child. Damn. Back in the game. Okay. A torch burns brightly in the hearts of the people. Oh god, what are you three scheming now? What is this?
Let's listen again to the interview she had all those years ago. As the youngest floor ritual record holder of the century, you're just one step away from becoming the world champion. What else do you wish to achieve in your career?
Huh. An old recording?
My ultimate goal is to win the finals of the Uluru Games.
Oh, baby Willow.
But I'll also register for as many events as possible.
Listen to that voice. So much enthusiasm.
I have a lot I want to achieve, but I'm patient, and I'm sure I can do it all eventually.
Oh boy. Oh no. The sound of metal cuts through the darkness. And now we're here.
No. Old friend.
Willow removes her prosthetic leg, her long fingers stretching out toward the machine lubricant resting on the shelf.
It's just you and me, isn't it?
As she gropes for the lubricant, she comes across a piece of crumpled paper. Uh-huh.
Careful with the scaffolding, fellas. You wouldn't want it to fall on your feet. You'll be hobbling about for months.
Workers are busy disassembling the stage, carrying wooden posts and equipment to the door.
Here's the reimbursement application form. Just fill in the numbers and give me the receipt for the materials. I'll contact the Uluru committee for your compensation.
Is there really no hope, Mr. Fogg? We didn't build all this just to tear it all down.
I'm sorry.
To be honest, we'd rather not do this, even if we're getting paid for it. We were over the moon when we got this job. I mean, just look at this place. The huge billboards and that lovely stage background. How could we not be? It's been yonks since we last had an event like this. And who knows when we'll have another.
Not until the 90s. Yeah. Yeah.
Is there really nothing we can do?
Excuse me,
Caroline? A voice floats over from behind the ladder in the worker's arms.
Oops. Look at me, blocking the doorway with me ladder. Begging your pardon, miss.
That's quite all right. I'm glad to stay a little longer and talk with everyone. None of us want to leave, actually.
How sad. But it's true. Who'd want to leave after all the trouble we've gone to?
Miss Bartley, I must say, I didn't expect to see you here after all the qualifiers were cancelled.
Hello, Mr. Fogg. I'm glad to see you back on your feet.
Well, I can't wallow all day. There's a lot of cleaning up to do. And someone has to do it. How about you, Miss Bartley? Will you be leaving shortly?
Yes. I suppose I'll go home and wait to hear the arrangements the committee's come up with.
Why don't you stay for a few more days?
Well, I don't think there's much point.
She looks around the almost deserted venue.
In fact, I'm the #1 seed this year, so I don't even have to participate in the qualifiers to advance in the finals.
You automatically go, yeah.
It's a new system they introduced to get a step closer to the standardization of human sporting events.
Very interesting.
I only joined because I couldn't pass up the opportunity to compete in my hometown. This was going to be the last competition of my career.
Ah, that's why she keeps pressing Willow. She sighs. Then after a moment's hesitation, she speaks again.
And I thought, no, never mind.
Yeah.
I wasn't surprised when the news came out, to be honest. We were just fooling ourselves before. And now it's time to face the fact that...
Sorry to interrupt you, but ain't it too early to be getting this dark, Mr. Fogg?
Yeah, that's not normal. The three of them look up at the sky as the world is plunged into darkness.
Crikey. What time is it, mate?
I don't have to look at my watch to know it isn't night yet.
Then what's going on?
The fog is alive, buddy. The thick black and yellow smog surges upward, like a massive arm poised to sweep them away.
Whoa, what the bloody hell is happening?
Jeez. Battle is happening, that's what's happening. Is it just carbuncles? It's just carbuncles. Okay. Well, let's do this. Also, yeah, I think you guys can already see this. Yeah. Promote it. Yep. Done. Done. Just needs a couple of levels.
Which of these darlings shall we attend to first? Look. That weren't even as tough as waking up an old factory man.
Okay, I haven't heard her victory line yet. Alright. Good to know that is even tougher.
Are you alright?
All good, thanks. What the blazes was that?
It looked just like the black fog that attacked the hospital. Only smaller, and it was a different shape. Let's move to your office, Mr. Fogg. There's something we need to talk about.
I cannot wait to see the end boss of this thing. I hope it's something absolutely gnarly looking.
I believe all these problems we're having, the smog, the tuberculosis, the failure of your machine, have something to do with the black fog.
It's sabotaging stuff, cause you're basically weakening it.
What?
But first, we need to get everyone out of the stadium in case it attacks again.
Interesting. An arcane monster that is surviving, or they're thriving because of the fog, probably. Upon entering the office, Brimley heads straight to the purifier and gives it a glass top a curious tap.
Leave it be. It's no use worrying about it now.
Mr. Fogg glances at his once revered purification machine, now sitting inert in the corner.
You pushed it too hard, mate.
No, the thing was working, but if there's actually a beast in the fog manipulating shit, then, yeah.
Don't be too hard on yourself, Mr. Fogg. The fact that you made something that worked at all, in just a matter of weeks, is an achievement in itself.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, Miss Tooth Fairy. I know it doesn't make any sense to keep it around after it failed so spectacularly. But I just...
He tries to raise it off the ground to shift it, but doesn't succeed.
I can't bear to break it down. At least not for now. I enchanted it with my arcane skill. So we're linked together.
Oh.
It used to breathe as I did. And now I cough and splutter just like it does.
Ooh, buddy.
You should go to the hospital as soon as possible.
See? How many times have I told you that and you never listened? Even the doctor's saying so. Anyway, what was it that you wanted to talk about, Miss Tooth Fairy?
The experiments I've been doing these days. Here's a sample of the black fog. I collected it from the alley after it attacked me. As for the tuberculosis, I analyzed the black fog's composition and found some components very similar to those in the patient's saliva. I've concluded that this fog critter is the root cause of the disease. This critter is fog-soluble, can change its form, and is indestructible. It feeds on smog and, most interestingly, sensitive emotions, which it seems to absorb to nourish itself.
Sensitive emotions. Okay, yeah, then it's getting a lot of nourishment, because when the masses shift in their emotional state, it's getting a lot of nourishment.
In conclusion, the answer to our problems lies in capturing and containing these critters. Also, in one of my experiments, I cultured 2 samples under the same conditions and put one of them in the sun, like this.
Uh-huh. Tooth Fairy delicately places the bottle containing the black critter on the windowsill.
See? Even in today's dim sunlight, it shrinks very quickly.
Huh. Okay, makes sense, it hates the sun.
Just wait a moment, and you'll see. Its true being.
Oh?
Sunlight is their weakness. That's why you never see them in areas with clear skies.
She pauses, as if to add gravity to her point.
As you can see, London provides the perfect conditions for it to survive and multiply. Heavy smog, and the anxiety and depression caused by the cancellation of the qualifiers.
It's having a feast. A thoughtful silence falls in the office.
I do believe you're right. But it won't be easy to capture these things.
No, definitely not. I'm still trying to figure that one out. We may be able to lure them into a trap, but we need to make a specific plan so that the process is controllable and the results predictable.
A specific plan? The only plan I can think of is to pray to God.
Some people may seek answers from the divine, but whether that works or not is another matter.
Oi!
Oi?
Hello!
Hello.
Is that Flutterpage's voice?
She outside the window?
Sure is. Over there, mate. Outside the window.
Thank you. Adorable. There's a tap on the window. At the window. Outside, Flutterpage drifts in the air, a white bedsheet clutched in her hands. Below her, a crowd of all ages makes their way along Cross Street, all heading for the sports stadium. Also, I love it that they're reusing the picture from her and Willow from earlier. Just zoomed in on her face.
Miss Tooth Fairy, Mr. Fogg, Mr. Brimley, would you like to join us?
What?
The residents of Cross Street have got together to petition for the reopening of the qualifiers.
Look at that. Flutterpage uses one hand to steady the bedsheet and the other to point excitedly at the crowd congregating below.
Why, folks, how about this iron? It's a family heirloom, but it'll be perfect for the floating stock fleet. And I'll be the stop for it. I'm an excellent timekeeper. I can keep time down to the millisecond.
I'm an excellent timekeeper? You want to bring that up with the other timekeeper?
We also need a fair judge, right? Then I'll put myself forward. Everyone on Cross Street knows I'm an excellent mediator.
Everyone's brought things from their homes. Ladders, hanging rods, clotheslines, anything that might be useful. We're going to rebuild the stadium together. So, will you join us?
What? Are you serious?
Struth! I don't know what to say. This is unbelievable.
The crowd pushes on to the stadium, a few individuals joining the throng as they pass by their homes. There is a resolute happiness in the air, as though no force could diminish their fervent hope.
Since the qualifiers have been cancelled, we'll just have to hold our own games. Miss Tooth Fairy, I found the right way to look at the fish tank.
She really did. She really did. This child is amazing. Okay. So what comes next? I'm gonna guess we're gonna keep pushing with this positive mood until the big critter shows up. The aftermath. Sending out long, dull letters is just a small part of this job. To the Foundation's London branch. Subject: the London Air Pollution Auto-Detect Cleaner Project Progress and Future Collaboration. To the Honourable Head of the Foundation's London Division. Allow me to extend our greetings on behalf of the London Atmospheric Cleanup Committee Office and present a thorough progress update on the London Air Pollution Auto-Detect Cleaner Initiative. Though the research has faced setbacks and failed to resolve the pressing issues of the Uluru qualifiers, we greatly appreciate the open-minded approach and collaborative spirit exhibited by your department. Without your material enchantment technologies and the protocols for incantation inscription, progress would have been far more limited. As indicated in earlier communications, we are committed to sharing the outcomes of this joint research endeavor in both mechanical engineering and arcanum studies. Although the device has not yet achieved its intended results, we will honor this commitment. As per standard collaboration practices with the Foundation, since your team provided only technical support while all material sourcing and manufacturing were conducted by us independently, the physical device will not be included in the shared materials. However, we will share its design concepts, manufacturing data, and complete test records. Aha, okay. Please accept our heartfelt gratitude for your continued cooperation. Should you require clarification or wish to discuss this matter further, please do not hesitate to reach out. Yours sincerely, Arthur Fogg, London Atmospheric Cleanup Committee Office. Alright. Interesting. I'm still here. No change. Our Uluru Games. And now we are both host and participant. I mean, if you're doing your own games, then yes. Okay. How pissed off is the critter gonna be?
So, you're going to join them?
You know me. I'll always jump rim first into the unknown.
But the Foundation's already pulled their funding. The workers are already awaiting their reimbursement. And some players have already left. How could we possibly hold it?
Mate, listen up.
There is an unfamiliar tension in the office. This may be the first real disagreement between the two old friends.
Those officers from the headquarters didn't give a damn whether the qualifiers were held or not. You could see it all over their faces.
If you remove the mask, but yes.
All they wanted was to minimize their trouble. Did you see how quickly they applied for the cancellation and reimbursement?
Mm-hmm.
How hastily they made promises to pacify the people. I've never seen anyone more ready to get things over with.
Yeah, they just want to be done with it. Go home.
Their job was done as soon as they got the player list. They'd probably already moved their attention to the qualifiers in other regions. After all, our qualifiers are no different from the others to them. But it means something to us, doesn't it? At least for me, this could be my chance to go to Australia. My very nature wants me to run free on the Red Land, to holler out and forget all my troubles.
Well, we do know that he's going to be there.
I think that's what we all want. In the heat of competition, people are at their best, their most pure. Think about it, mate. You're not the only one who's put a lot of effort into this machine. It hurts me to see it rotting the office too. If you're really going to give up because of a few words from an authority, then as your partner, I have to tell you, don't ever let anyone deny your achievements, including yourself.
Damn. These words hit like a bomb, bringing his grand speech to an end.
All right, calm down, old chap.
Mr. Fogg, the people want the qualifiers because they're for everyone. They provide each and every person with an equal opportunity to shine.
Sensing Mr. Fogg's uncertainty, Two Fairy smiles as she offers her contribution.
And that includes you and me. Although, for us, it'll be more like a battle to fight.
She gazes out the window at the people below, her head shaking gently in quiet frustration. Words lodge in his throat like a data pit? I guess, neither going down nor coming up. After a pause, he sighs deeply.
Honestly, will these people stop sending me petitions? I've been absolutely inundated with them.
Circling to the back of the desk, he opens a drawer and throws a pile of envelopes onto the desk with feigned anger. Jesus, I cannot read today. Brimley and Two Fairy remain silent, unsure of how to interpret his intent.
Fine. Someone has to keep everyone healthy. I'll do everything I can to minimize the damage from the smog.
Oh boy, buddy. After a moment, Mr. Fogg lifts his head.
Don't worry. I'll talk to the relief center to sort out all of the paperwork for the event.
My man here is gonna suck up all the smog.
Here you are. This is yours.
Gonna get a
Please come here for a copy of the emergency guidebook if you don't have one. Make sure you read it carefully. We don't want anyone hurt if there's an emergency.
Fogg is gonna leave this venue with like 5 black lungs.
And here, take this special sheet I enchanted to protect you from the smog. I came up with the idea a couple days ago.
Huh.
It can drive away the smog around you by controlling the wind. Not very effective, but it's better than nothing.
That's a neat idea.
Blimey! You did all this yourself?
Cheers, little knocker-upper, but you don't need to worry about us. We've lived in the smog for generations. What can it hurt to hold a little sporting event in it?
A lot?
Agreed. We asked for the exhibition ourselves, so we'll pay the price if anything happens.
Here's the confirmation of your application. Your contingency plan has been approved by the Relief Center. My colleagues and I will do everything we can to keep you all safe. As for the London air pollution auto-detecting purifier Mark III, I'll do my best to fix it.
Okay.
Next, we'll gather the athletes who have yet to leave the city and hold a small exhibition game.
Of course, it won't be an official event, but at least it'll give an opportunity for the athletes to demonstrate their hard work to a group of spectators. I'm sure they'll be a great source of inspiration for the people of London as they cheer on their favourite athletes.
Oi, Mr. Fogg, I brought you this. It's Mrs. Brown's leek and potato soup with bread and butter.
Oh, Mrs. Brown.
Num 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 num.
Please give her my thanks. Has everyone eaten?
Yeah. Mrs. Brown, Mrs. Jones, Ben's son and I have been cooking since 4 in the morning to get food out to everyone. But it still ain't enough. Almost everyone in the neighborhood's coming. All right, I have to go make more soup. See you later.
Hey, what's that you got from the knocker-upper? An enchanted sheet, apparently. She'd tell me to blow it when I need to use it.
Ooh.
Would you look at that? It conjured a gust of wind. We can use this while we're working. Yeah, it blows the smog away. All right, well, sort of.
Sort of.
Mr. Fogg! Mr. Fogg! I'm here to help.
Good lord, everybody's here.
You're the girl from the market, aren't you?
Yes, that's me. Let's try our best to fix the machine together. But there's no need to worry. Mr. Fogg, we can still hold the exhibition even if we can't do it.
Just go along with it, mate. Completely now.
The exhibition. All right.
No need to resist anything anymore. Just go.
Introducing the London Uluru Exhibition Games.
Oh boy.
So far, 28 players have registered for the 6-day event, which will host one sport per day.
All right, everyone, let's push together. 3, 2.
Oh my god.
1.
Oh my god. What did they used 2 double-decker buses in the back. Wow. Holy shit. That's a sight to behold.
The residents of Cross Street had taken it upon themselves to rebuild the stadium.
With everything they found and everything they had.
Hey, your painting's totally off theme. Look, mine's a mockingbird with a gold medal. It just won first place in the singing competition.
The Uluru Games ain't got a singing competition. You should have drawn something more athletic. Like my sailfish. It's the fastest swimmer in the world.
How exciting! Our very own Uluru Games, without any interference from the Foundation.
It's Tooth Fairy.
Oh, this reminds me. I also saw the comment about that apparently Ulu and Willow have an interesting conversation between each other. I can't remember where it's supposed to be, like in the wilderness or something. I'm gonna probably look it up when I'm done with the whole event, just to see what that is about.
I've made a list of all the athletes who signed up for the qualifiers. A lot of them have left, but some would like to stay for our exhibition.
Good. And I've made a list of the daily attendees based on the tickets they bought for the qualifiers. Mr. Fogg and Mr. Brimley are discussing the possible security issues of the event with the relief center staff and the police. We may actually start the games on the day the qualifiers were originally scheduled.
Damn.
But since this is all improvised, we'll probably encounter some unexpected problems as the games continue. We need to be prepared.
Oh, you're definitely gonna encounter problems. That critter or whatever it is, or amalgamation of critters, is gonna be very pissed at you guys.
Yeah,
You're denying it food. The girl's enthusiasm dims as she looks over the sports venue, eyes tinged with quiet regret.
Thank you, Flutterpage. It must have taken a lot of effort to make the athlete list. You've done an excellent job.
She continues to scan the venue, as if searching for something. She's searching for Willow.
So, you saw the whole athlete list. Did you see the name you were hoping for?
No.
How did you... Miss Tooth Fairy,
She hesitates. Her brow furrowed, her lips are barely moving.
Flutterpage! Flutterpage! Come here! We need you to explain to the relief center how your little sheets work.
The girl hesitates as she looks toward the somber officials.
Just go. They need you more than I do. Your explanation may decide whether the games can be held.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
She skips excitedly toward the door of the venue, where Brimley and Mr. Fogg await her arrival. As a worker carrying a wooden frame passes, she disappears from view.
You've got yourself a new outfit. It looks great on you.
A tall, slim woman emerges from the shadows, her pointed leather shoes gliding along the floor with poised restraint.
Oh, I like your coat too.
Oh my, oh me, oh my.
Thank you.
My grandmother had one just like it. She died 2 years ago. Had a proper sweet tooth too.
We'd have got along well.
What's this conversation right now?
How did you know I was here?
Oh, I didn't until my tooth fairies found you.
So you have a whole jar of scapegoats who can take all the blame for you? How convenient.
You've pulled yourself together, haven't you? Even your sarcasm has become bitter again.
I love that is the way you can tell that she's in a better mood. The sarcasm is better.
So, why are you here?
Just getting some fresh air.
Sure. Sign here, please. Participant number 29. The two of them remain silent as they observe the mayhem of the sports ground. Workers shouting and children running back and forth.
Look at them. They're all so happy. What do you think?
Also, good on her. Just hit me. Good on her. She left her house. She left her sacred grounds, essentially.
I've never seen such a rudimentary, disorderly, and poorly prepared event in my life.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Well, of course. It's totally amateur. But it's built on enthusiasm and sportsmanship. Athletes will go head-to-head, spectators will cheer, and the stadium will be lit up by the energy they release together. It's imperfect, yes, but it's inclusive and unstoppable, and that's what makes it special.
Willow holds a crumpled registration form in her hand. Uh-huh. She gonna finally hand it in? Probably will. Willow will. Alright. We're going somewhere. We are going somewhere with this. Opening ceremony. You are positively luminous, darling. Oh, excuse me. Is that a line from Brinley? Okay. I'm still waiting just to see how pissed off the critter is gonna be. Because that thing is sharpening its teeth somewhere. Uncle Bill, Aunt Connie, little Mary, old Harold. The people of Cross Street stand together at the front of the stage, hammers and saws in their hands. Old Harold discreetly moves a shovel out of sight. Perched on a tree, a canary nervously swivels its head to watch the crowd assembled on this bleak winter day.
Leave it to me, Dal.
Defying gives a slight nod, and Brimley ascends the makeshift wooden podium.
Testing, testing.
Oh god.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Today marks the beginning of the London Uluru Exhibition Games. As you can see, the weather isn't looking great. The smog still sits heavy in the sky.
The crowd beneath the platform looks up at Brimley. Cement stains and coal smudges on their faces.
There's no wind, no sunshine, no warmth, and even my brim is soggy from the damp. It's truly miserable out here. On top of that, the stadium's shabby, and we only have a limited number of athletes. To many, these games will be seen as disappointing. However, even without the support of the Foundation, we've managed to rebuild this stadium with nothing but our own hands and determination. I've confirmed that our stadium meets all the standards required by the government, and there's no doubt that it matches the Foundation's too. As for the operation of our games, we've built a reliable team consisting of various Uluru professionals and supporters. They are currently in every corner of the stadium, working their hardest to prepare for the upcoming event. They will be our backbone, supporting the entire games to ensure that everything runs smoothly. As we all come together, I believe the passion of our games will burn as hot as the sacred fire of Uluru itself. So, without further ado, I hereby declare that the London Uluru Exhibition Games have begun!
Nice. Hey, there's the fire. Okay, the crowd bustles and chatters like a flock of birds. Tooth Fairy, Brimley, and Flutterpage are quickly bombarded by a flood of questions.
Miss Tooth Fairy, we don't have enough judges for the Winged Key Archery. Franz has been put on to umpire 2 events at the same time, so we left to do the other one.
2 events at the same time? The other event starts tomorrow. He must have mixed up the schedule. Get him to come back.
All athletes participating in the 1500-meter weighted run, please report to the 3rd preparation area. I repeat, please report to the 3rd preparation area.
Weighted run? Okay.
Excuse me. I lost my name tag. Can I get a new one?
Certainly. Go straight ahead and take the first left to get to the player office. There's a girl called Flutterpage in there. Show her your ID and she'll give you a new tag.
I'll take you there. Follow me, friend.
Sure. Thanks.
Oi, hold on a minute. Friend, why haven't I seen you before?
What's going on? Brimley examines the judge suspiciously before pulling his ID card directly from the inside of his coat.
This ID is fake. Security!
Oh.
I'm just a big fan. Please don't kick me out. I just...
Rip, buddy. The volunteer security team quickly swoops in and removes the impersonator. One of them whispers a few words to Brimley.
Tooth Fairy, my doll.
What is it, head of security?
I've been told that a mate of ours would like to post some flyers in the stadium.
We already have a sponsor. I'm afraid you'll have to turn him down.
By mate, I mean Arthur.
Tooth Fairy glances over over to where Brimley is looking and catches sight of a black and white banner at the entrance of to the venue. Ha! Smog kills.
Has he been sitting all this time under that banner with his machine?
Yeah, he's using it to show everyone what can happen if they breathe in too much smog.
I don't know if I should call him wavering in his principles or completely stubborn in them.
Why not both? I guess that's a neat idea to use the machine to show people what happens if they take in too much of the smoke to their lungs. They can literally see it.
Arthur's always been a righteous official. He truly cares about the people. He's tough, tenacious, and has a powerful ability to influence others.
You sound more like an official than he does.
Tooth Fairy looks over at the athletes preparing to race and the crowd cheering them on enthusiastically.
Come on, go for it!
First place! Yes!
What? No!
Thank you! Thank you!
The athlete blows kisses at the spectators, triggering another wave of excitement.
Not even the smog can stop the people's enthusiasm for sports. No matter the obstacle, they will always find a way to enjoy it. I suppose Mr. Fogg is still refusing to take one of Flutterpage's sheets?
Of course he is. Arthur said he'd never run away from the smog. As Fogwalker, he has to confront it.
Poor guy.
He's stubborn, just as you said.
Floor ritual competitors, please report to the 5th preparation area. I repeat, please report to the 5th preparation area.
Oh, that's Ms. O'Hagan's event.
Oh?
Yeah.
Is there gonna be an animation?
Do you think she'll show up?
Oh? Miss Tooth Fairy, Mr. Brimley. Did you hear that? The floor ritual's about to start. But where's Miss Willow?
Tooth Fairy looks at Brimley. Though he has no eyes for her to read, the slight shifting of his brim carries a sense of trepidation. Neither knows how to respond to the child, hesitating between igniting her hopes and destroying her dreams. Or perhaps the truth is exactly what she's hoping for?
Go check the floor ritual venue, Flutterpage.
What for? Is Miss Willow there?
She looks directly at Tooth Fairy. Her eyes widen as they begin to sparkle.
She's there, isn't she?
Oh no. Please be
We'll
there.
have to go there to find out.
Please be there. Don't disappoint the child even more. She can't help but give a slight smile.
I'll cover for you at the player office. Just go, little tacker.
Tacker?
Go on then.
Flutterpage starts to smile, but a flicker of doubt quickly clouds her expression.
This time, I won't disappoint her.
Oh.
I brought her a real game. No need to climb the tower and hide away anymore. This is real.
Oh. She raises her hand and waves to Tooth Fairy and Brimley, a determined look on her face.
See you later.
With that, Flutterpage turns and runs off. The 5th preparation area. At the 5th preparation area, the floor ritual competitors are warming up.
Look at this place. You could find a better venue at any school in the city. These games are really something.
Oh, don't complain.
They built it in a matter of days. You can't ask for much.
Oh my! It's an honor to meet you, Miss Bartley.
The competitor hurriedly wipes her hands before extending one to Caroline.
Take care warming up. You wouldn't want to get hurt just before the competition.
You're very kind. Thank you.
Uh-huh. A staff member with a volunteer ID strides in from the doorway.
Floor ritual competitors, the event will start in 1 minute. Please confirm your numbers as I will be calling you to enter the floor in numerical order. Competitor number 2401, please enter the floor. Competitors 2402 and 2403, please wait in the locker room.
Good luck.
The first competitor receives a few well wishes before waving goodbye as she makes her way to the competition floor. Now that the event has begun, Caroline stops warming up.
What about Charlotte?
Well, she's here.
Charlotte, you're here. I knew you wouldn't be able to stay away. You haven't changed a bit.
Willow pauses in the middle of her stretch.
What do you want from me?
To compete against
What
you.
do I want? Have you forgotten about the challenge? What's your number?
I don't think that's any of your concern. Or are you trying to win over the organizers with a little goody-two-shoes act? The ever-so-helpful competitor turned volunteer, Miss Bartley?
Oh, I didn't know you could be so sarcastic.
Oh, you haven't seen anything yet.
You better get used to it.
Oh, shut up, Willow.
Really? You mean we'll chat again in the future?
Oh, here comes the Yuri. Hey, you promised her a date just now. You better not be confused. Willow turns her head away from her.
I'm not the Charlotte you used to know. Stop trying to bond with me.
Oh? Caroline walks toward her.
But you are the Charlotte I used to know. You're still that black swan I've always chased after. When I saw your performance, the grace, the beauty of it, it inspired me to become a floor ritualist. But you just disappeared after you became champion. Well, as long as you're back.
What's so funny?
Caroline looks at Willow with a quiet composure, her lips forming a slight smile.
See you on the floor.
See you in bed. What? Caroline heads back to the preparation area. These two.
Player number 2406, Caroline Bartley. Please enter the floor.
The sound of the volunteer's voice filters into the room, muffled and distorted by the walls. Willow stamps her slightly stiff right leg.
Time for me to head in too.
Time to do this, Willow.
Excuse me.
And yeah, no, excuse me. What is that? What is the child carrying in their arms? Why does it have glowing eyes? Alright. She finds her way to the spectator seats, settling into a corner. Caroline gracefully strides onto the floor, pausing to give a gentle bow to the judges. Then she brushes her hand across the didgeridoo and positions herself in the center, ready to begin.
Player number 2406, Caroline Bartley, whenever you're ready.
Caroline starts to dance, receiving her channeled energy. The didgeridoo produces a rich, resonant sound. Uh-huh. Okay, to be continued. I'm still expecting to see at least some kind of CG. It's better have a good one. The games go on. No matter what comes after, these unprecedented qualifiers have already left a lasting impression on everyone. Uluru London qualifiers athlete list, partial. Note, this list has undergone a second review. Winged Key Archery. Confirmed, Peter Thomas Kent. Note, even event participants confirmed to be fewer than 3 permitted to continue as per regulations. Withdrew, Victoria White, Yorkshire. Note, found 12 days after having gone lost her direction in the smog during a London training session. Exhibits a severe screaming reaction to winged keys. Withdrew for safety reasons? Huh? Withdrew, Stanley Smith, London. Note, unable to make contact, recorded as withdrawn. Note, found on the Paris qualifiers final participation list, verified as the same individual. He went to Paris. What happened with the winged keys? Why was that one so frightened of those? 1,500 meter weighted run, 15 kilogram division. Withdrew, Bluebell Dove, Kent. Note, both entered and withdrew under an alias. Okay. Withdrew, confirmed. Charles Scott, Gwyneth. Note, originally in the 25 kilo division. After withdrawing, re-registered for 15 kilo division after a low participation count was observed. Confirmed, Lily Morris, Glasgow. Note, honorary Scottish Shetland Pony Club member, decided to continue competing after failing to transport her pony out of London in the middle of this fog. Well, I can't leave, might as well participate, huh? Floor Ritual, confirmed. Caroline Bartley, South Yorkshire. Note, qualified directly for the Uluru finals. Withdrew, confirmed. Anna Baldwin, Essex. Note, initially withdrew due to Caroline Bartley's entry, rejoined after learning Bartley already qualified for finals. Wow. Come on. I mean, I know that some people have, you know, what's called? They know that they are not up to par with the other one and they just don't want to compete, but come on, just compete. Just compete, who gives a shit? At least see how you're gonna perform. You put in a lot of effort, don't let it go to waste. And the final one, confirmed, Willow, London. Note, registered under an alias. Good God. Hazy memories. Oh, this is gonna be good. Lifted up by the hand of your former self. Wow. Oh, wow. Those are words. Day 1. Oh, flashback. Practice room.
What's this, Miss Raven?
Oh my God. Oh my God, baby Willow. Alright.
A seed that will settle in your heart and soon grow to be your closest friend. Its roots will stretch all the way from Australia to the soles of your feet, and together you will make the music to your floor ritual.
Good lord, the accent. I love it.
Now, my dear, listen closely. Listen to what it has to say. Listen.
Oh, listen.
Hold it. Feel it. Let it know who you are. It isn't just a piece of wood, but a mouthpiece passed down through the ages. It allows us to understand what our god hears during the ritual.
It doesn't look all that special to me.
Silly girl. If you want it to speak, you must greet it with your arcane skill first. It's the only language it'll understand.
All right. It's responding.
Alright.
That sounds awful.
That's because you greeted it awfully.
I greeted it awfully? You mean the fluctuation of my arcane skill wasn't stable enough?
Yes. Speak to it politely, and it'll respond with politeness.
Alright. Interesting. Day 7. This is an interesting flashback.
Miss Raven, that hurts.
Ow, what's happening?
The path of pilgrimage is full of thorns. It offers no shortcuts. You must make your way inch by inch. Otherwise, you'll never reach the Sanctuary of Glory, the place where all the lights gather, and you'll die a nobody.
Full of thorns? So, will I be freed from pain if I keep training?
Oh, uh-huh.
Shush. Press your head against your shin, just as the divine sun did.
Okay.
God.
Closer! I want that head tight against your shin. The tighter, the better.
Fold yourself like paper.
Yes. Miss.
Ow. Good God. Day 93.
Confusion. Sadness. I can see it all over you.
My classmates were making fun of me. They said I was using the training to avoid my duties. They said I never do anything with them. I've skipped classes, sports days, and the summer outing. They said that all I do is train to be a clown in a show. Miss Raven? Can I take a break? Just for today? I want to spend time with my classmates.
She's gonna say no.
No.
Yep.
You made a promise, remember?
Yes. I promised to focus on my training and never slack, no matter what. If I want to be a champion, I need to be able to beat every other floor ritualist in the world. Every tear, every drop of sweat will pave my path to the podium.
So, you do remember it. Every word. Our God can only hear the most faithful prayers. Yes, only the most faithful. You must offer everything you have to him. Your heart, your flesh, from here to here.
She traces a path from Charlotte's head to her toes with her finger.
If you can't do that, you'll be surpassed and never win the attention of our God.
What is your god? Actually, now that I think about it, what are you praying to?
If that happens, you'll be completely forgotten, like you never existed. Is that what you want?
No.
Then what are you waiting for? Begin.
Begin, fold yourself like paper. Day 569. Jeez.
No, not like that.
Why? This element will score me points.
Yes, but not enough.
Not enough? Then they should revise their scoring system.
By not enough, I mean it's imperfect. Unfaithful. Our god won't hear you.
Uh-huh.
Are you unwilling to try a better element, or simply unable to?
Oh, please. I can do any element without even trying.
Then show it to our god.
Damn. 569 days later, she is very full of herself.
I've got it. Stop nagging me.
This is where she is so self-secure in herself that she will not hear it anymore. Just let me do.
I suppose I got carried away. This applause isn't for me, but it should be.
Willow rubs her brow, a heavy expression on her face as she peers at Caroline. She's being showered with applause.
What distracted me? Must have been that graceful element that Caroline finished perfectly. She had it down to the smallest detail. In that way, we were like sticklers for detail. That's why.
She squints as her eyes continue to follow Caroline.
Thank you everyone.
I'm feeling so restless.
You wanna compete? With a respectful salute, Caroline exits the floor.
Player number 2407, Anna Smith, please enter the field.
The ritualist named Anna makes her way to the floor and gets into position.
What did you think, Charlotte?
There's so much smog right now on screen. Caroline pats Willow's shoulder from behind.
Well, you certainly haven't skimped on your training these past years.
That's it?
Willow shoots Caroline a sharp look.
You're better than when you were 9. I'll give you that.
This woman.
But...
Caroline steps forward toward the railing of the spectator area.
Are you sure you saw my performance clearly? The smog's rather heavy.
Yeah, this shit is getting heavier and heavier. Side by side, Willow and Caroline peer through the dense smog as they watch Anna perform her routine. Meanwhile, on the opposite side...
Flutterpage.
Miss Tooth Fairy, Mr. Brimley, good timing.
Just in time, eh? Well, we wouldn't want to miss Ms. Willow's performance now, would we?
The lady doing her routine right now is called Anna. It should be Miss Willow next, but I can hardly see a thing.
It's getting nuttier.
True. The smog's too heavy. Hopefully, it'll clear before Miss Willow comes out.
Suddenly, the didgeridoo song comes to a grinding halt.
What's wrong?
Anna stops mid-routine and gestures toward the judges. Her mouth is moving. An unease spreads among the crowd.
Whoa, she stop.
Is something stopping her?
I think she's requesting a timeout.
A timeout? Is she hurt?
As Anna walks away from the floor, the crowd buzzes with speculation. After some time, the speakers crackle to life with an announcement.
Silence, please. An announcement from the floor ritual judges. Due to
force majeure?
Player number 2407, Anna Smith, requested suspension. After discussion, the judges have decided to suspend the game.
What is even going on? The broadcast right now is even being choppy.
Suspended? What about Miss Willow? Will she not get to compete?
God, come on. She even made the effort to actually sign up for this now. Come on. Let her compete. A number of spectators start to leave, while others stay put.
Splendid. We gave everything to hold these games. How could she just back out like this?
Oh boy, yeah, this is gonna lower morale again.
I heard that a winged key archery player got injured. Maybe that's why.
What, so we're supposed to just leave? The games have hardly begun.
Miss Tooth Fairy, what should we do? Miss Willow was next. It'll be such a shame if she can't play.
Tooth Fairy looks into the murky yellow smog and sighs. Alright everybody, I think it's time to deal with that stupid critter. This thing is being an annoying little prick. Okay, I think stage 19, yeah, this is gonna be this is definitely gonna be it. Especially with the 3 difficulties on it. Dancing in the smog. Dance until the sky clears up. Okay. Let's see. Dance the night away.
Did you hear that? The games have been suspended.
Yes.
Caroline walks back to Willow's side.
I suppose we should head home and wait further notice. Maybe the games will continue once the smog clears.
The workers appear to be clearing up something from the floor.
What? Go home and spit in the faces of everyone who worked so hard to make this happen?
Huh?
More and more spectators get to their feet as they prepare to leave.
No.
She's about to do her thing.
What do you mean, no?
I won't wait any longer.
Hey. Willow turns and strides directly toward the judge's tent.
Charlotte.
Realizing Willow's intent, a sudden impulse takes hold of her as she spins to face the stands.
Damn this bloody smog.
Is Caroline gonna yell at everybody to stay put? A few spectators reach for the railings as they get ready to leave.
Wait! Everyone! The games aren't over yet!
But the competitors aren't even competing. What's the point of staying?
Oh, why don't I go and dance on the floor instead?
Everyone, please return to your seats. Player number 2408, Willow.
What?
Willow's dark silhouette now stands firm at the center of the floor. Just as she did all those years ago, she touches the Digiwood at the front of the arena.
I've lived in seclusion for 10 years. Trained alone with nothing but the pain in my leg and my own arrogance.
The sounds of people's hopes for Uluru flow steadily into her ears.
Therefore, on this day, on this floor, I will perform without care for what anyone thinks.
Hell yeah. Willow strikes her beginning pose, a black swan in the smog, and the Digiwood starts to play.
Palest yellow turns to godly light. The sun births shadows, the moon shines bright. Luch, reborn from dark's embrace, I walk your path in sacred space. Life's end is death, but bones to life ascend. Luch, before me, from underworld I wend. Luch, gaze on me, I rise from shadows dark. Luch, heed me, your power impart, as you are me and I your counterpart.
Oh, hi.
It's clearing.
Holy.
The games are on again.
There's something there. There in the smog.
I don't think that thing likes what you guys are doing. Holy. Hey, balance mode is back. A temporary balance, yeah, okay, so characters are 3 level 20, side ships level 60. Okay, nice. Shh. Oh, wait. Yes.
You can return the favor to me later.
Yes. That means I can use Willow. Okay, let's see. All of that is normal. Enemy is the aggregated filth. A mutated Scioreth born from the depths of London smog. It wraps itself in a thick haze, thriving in the sulfurous air as it sweeps past the mouths and noses of all beneath it. Scioreth. What is a Scioreth? Alright, I don't need to place a place a article here on screen. This is very easily explained away. Number one, if I heard it correctly, the way you're supposed to say it, considering this is Welsh, is Cathurach, and it's pretty much the Welsh version of the Irish Banshee. Very similar in mythology and stuff like that. The Cathurach is supposed to pretty much shriek away and announce when a Welsh person is about to pass on. But yeah, anyway, let's go. Oh shit.
A bold attempt.
Well, that looks amazing. When any unit gets a status down control, okay, yeah, that still is in fact.
It's the Black Fog. It's here.
It is here.
But it looks like it's in pain, like an earthworm squirming and writhing before it dies.
It certainly had a violent reaction to Miss Willow. Could it be that her ritual holds some power that suppresses the Black Fog?
Ooh.
I told you that Miss Willow was the best witch of them all.
Aww.
This is no time for chit-chat. We need to stop the damn thing. Otherwise, it'll destroy this place, just like it did the hospital. Arthur, get the crowd out of here.
Alright, let's see what we can do here then. I haven't used Willow yet, so one target, attack, deal, mental damage. Has both an instance of poison and the Hag's Bane status. Consume up to 2 instances of poison. Okay. This one. If the target hit already has an instance of poison, convert 1 stack of poison into 1 stack of Hag's Bane. Okay, let's go with this.
Heed my prayer.
Actually, wait.
To the left. Oh, I call upon you.
Sure.
Just another shift.
Heed my prayer.
Regaining control of our bodies.
Get back and stay back.
It's out with you.
In the name of darkness.
Nice.
Get it. Calm down.
Oh, so much poison. It's not... Oh my god, buddy, you have a lot of poison on you. It's not doing a lot of damage. But this poison. Okay. Let's get this running.
Oh, I call upon you.
Oh, I can do one more action. Sure.
I said hello.
Look.
Did anybody get hurt?
Luke will foresee your ending.
Shine.
Ow.
Take a deep breath.
Ow. Pollution, poison, all the debuffs. All the debuffs ever. Do I not love them? Ow. Okay.
By cupping the moon in the palm of my hand. It's what I'm good at.
Heed my prayer.
It is what you're good at.
Just another shift. I am the waves in the ocean and the stars in the sky. These sheets are my wings!
Be gone.
Get out of you!
Get away.
Ow! So much bullshit poison! Okay. Like, it's not too bad, but ooh. Okay, okay. Problems. 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 I need some healing. There we go. Let's get that underway. Your is the channel state. I do remember that, so let's get that up.
I can do it.
What do you do? Self-channel... Okay, also channeling. Enters the ancient ritual state. Sure, can I... No, not, can't see here.
Fire. I remember.
The rain.
You do remember. The 5th of November.
I call upon you.
Did anybody get hurt? Higher than the bell tower, and even the clouds!
Alright.
The same shadow, from the same light.
Oh, that was cute. Ow.
Splendid.
Please live. Don't die at the end. Ow. Oh, come on. Don't kill her.
It's scattering. Have we won?
Did we win? I think we won. Did it die to poison? Uh-oh.
Not yet. It's generating a new body.
Yep.
Are those 2 heads? Or 2 bodies? Oh, it's trying to copy my bow, ain't it?
I don't think so, little Tacker. They're just heads of coal.
Don't give up, Willow!
Why are there still civilians here?
They want to help.
Come on, everyone. Let's dance with Willow. Follow her lead.
Flowers bear fruit, and beasts give offspring's way.
With eyes of fire pierce through the cloudy maze.
There we go, everybody.
With eyes of fire pierce through the cloudy maze.
Jesus Christ, the cacophony. Uh-oh. Oh. No! She fluttered away. That's not good. That's not good. Oh no. My Flutterpage. That was a bad moment. Alright. Let's see. This fight is definitely something else. Jesus. Okay. Let's keep rolling. Let's keep shooting. Let's keep smacking.
I call upon you.
Sure.
Did anybody get hurt?
Just keep everybody alive, please.
Don't mess with Texas.
I said hello.
Just as long as everybody lives. Why her? Why the little bean? Ow. Oh my god, this fight.
What are you doing?
This fight hurts so much! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Please stop it! I'm gonna get a black lung! Oh my god. Okay, hold on. Oh, Jesus. Give me something to heal with. Thank you. Thank you, sweet baby Jesus. Okay, this and that. You channel your shit and you hit with your shit.
The story begins
Greetings, little battle dogs. Who did this first? They're back at last.
Thank you. Okay, thank you.
The same shadow, from the same light.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You can run, but you can't hide.
Uh-huh. Nice. God, so much damage. So much poison. Okay. Oh, shit.
I don't get it.
Okay, are you done? Are you done? You're done, okay. Holy shit. Huh. That's a lot of Flutterpage skills that I can't use right now. But also some healing. Get the healing up, get this thing running again. This and that.
Call upon you.
Okay, nice. Follow-up skill as well. Healing is good. Hopefully we live.
Get back and stay back.
This thing might die due to both the damage right now and the poison stacks. Okay, good.
Get away.
God damn it. Can the poison tick away on it already?
Splendid.
I swear. I swear you're dead, Derek. Is it dead? Oh my god, it's dead. Oh.
That weren't even as tough as waking up an old factory man.
Oh, sure. Sure. Oh my god, it's over. Okay. My god, this fight. I hate poison fights. Oh my god. PTSD to so many JRPGs that I played with poison and charm and poison. And hey, charm followed by instant death attacks. Okay. The didgeridoo sounds a long, hollow note as Willow leads the crowd into an almost trance-like state. Following Willow's lead, the crowd chants the prayer over and over, fueled by a zeal for the sport and a longing for the sun. In the wake of the mass ritual, the black fog dissolves into nothingness. Please go away. With its body almost entirely disintegrated, the black fog is reduced to a core of thin, smoky soot as it scrambles frantically to avoid the sunlight.
All right, you filthy little thing. It's time you learnt a lesson.
Huh? Oh, back to this thing. Well, Mr. Fogg activates his London air pollution auto-detecting purifier Mark III, and after a few puffs of black smoke, it roars to life.
You are under arrest for the pollution of the sky, as well as 15 crimes in violation of the Public Health Act. Take a good look around, because before long, you'll be rotting behind bars.
Really, you're arresting Fogg? Really? The black fog goes off. Mr. Fogg aims the purifier at the panicked black fog and sucks in every last bit of the remaining coal ash. Well, that worked. Uh-huh. Oh, I can see the little eyes in there, just poking around. The purifier's glass dome fills with black dust in an instant before it coalesces into a number of small black orbs. The little orbs peer out of the glass dome with a curious and confused expression.
It may be broken, but it's still an air purifier.
Well, it worked. Wow, clean air. The didgeridoo's melody slowly dies down. Willow stands in the center of the field, panting and drenching in sweat.
That's all from me. Thank you for watching.
You did well, my dear. You were actually one of the last ones standing on the battle. She gives a deep bow. The spectators return to their senses, and the long absent winter sun shines down on them once more. Hey, there's the menu theme. No longer is the world shrouded in shades of steel grey and ashen yellow. They stare in amazement at each other, a few reaching their hands into sunlight, feeling its warm caress. Also, I did say, I think in part 1 that the melody, this music definitely has that sunrise kind of thing to it. Yep. Applause breaks out from a corner of the crowd. It soon builds into a raucous cheer. One spectator spontaneously steps forward and embraces Willow. The crowd swells as more and more people step forward to embrace her in the simplest and most pure expression of joy. Aww. To infuse life with vitality, to eliminate all boundaries, to unite people, that is the true meaning of the Uluru Games. How is she processing this right now? Cause she spent 10 years secluded and now suddenly in the middle of people, and those people are hugging her. That... Ooh.
Yay! Yay!
Unable to squeeze her way through, Flutterpage leaps over the crowd, waving to Willow as she hangs in the air. Meanwhile, Caroline remains in the stands, elegantly applauding. Elegantly applauding. Willow gives the two of them a subtle nod. Aww. Happy end. Finally. After all the bullshit, finally a happy end. Oh. Okay. Almost there. London sunny. Once per year. And so they set off on a new adventure. Alright then. Let's round this up. One week later.
Come in.
Hey, Madam Z. Back at the office. At the Foundation. A figure in brown enters the Foundation office. By the window, Madam Z turns to face her.
Madam Z, here's the report from my mission.
Two Fairy sets a thick report down at the corner of the desk. Madam Z's desk is cluttered with papers.
It seems you've been busy too.
Madam Z winces a little as she takes a sip from her mug. The strength of her tea seems to correspond with her increasing workload. Aww. As the stack of documents grows, the more bitter it becomes. Oh my god.
Even though we've confirmed connection between societal turbulence and the storm, there is no time to catch a breath. Once chaos breaks, it will be the end of another era. But we can't resist the inevitable. All we can do is maintain order, to postpone it as long as possible.
Madam Z heaves, Jesus, what was that? Heaves a soft sigh as the steam from her mug swirls unnaturally.
So, any findings in London?
Oh, you know. Two Fairy opens her hand flat. There's a speck of coal dust and a baby tooth resting in it.
A Walpurgis tooth from the Black Fog, and the last baby tooth of a child. Very rare, even for my collection. Well
then, Madam Z pushes her glasses up and holds her breath as she inches forward.
Right. Well, that's good to know.
Just right. After a few moments of examination, she straightens her posture.
I heard the London branch is still trying to replicate the ritual that was carried out at the Exhibition Games. What was that?
It was a coincidence, actually.
That's what is called people being positive. Two Fairy peers out the window, watching the soft white clouds gathered on the horizon. Perhaps London, too, is enjoying such beautiful weather.
After analyzing the live sample provided by Mr. Fogg, the London branch concluded that the Walpurgis is a mutant of the Kahare, a critter species that's been extinct for centuries.
Look at that, I actually said it out loud, Kahare.
Miss Willow lent one of her heirlooms to the London branch after the games, a book that details an ancient ritual meant to worship the god of the sun. This is the ritual she performed on the floor.
Ah.
But when Miss Willow performed the ritual again in front of the Walpurgis, nothing happened. My guess is that, since the Kaharaith disappeared, the ritual fell out of use and became fragmented over the years. Her version of it is probably incomplete.
Ah, okay.
The conditions must have happened to align at that moment to allow the ritual to work. It could have been any combination of things. Miss Willow's dancing, the music from the didgeridoo, the fire from the torch, the magnetic fields around the stadium. Or perhaps it was all of them. The ritual also happened to have the power to capture the Walpurgis, which put an end to the heavy smog in London. It makes sense, really, that a ritual used to worship the god of the sun would capture a monster that covers the sky and plunges everyone into darkness. In conclusion, the ritual's success was a near unrepeatable coincidence.
An endangered critter and a long-forgotten ritual. I guess that's why humans are always sifting through their past. There's always wisdom to be found in history.
Madame Z takes a small sip of the tea in her mug.
It's gone bitter. I should have finished it earlier.
God, yeah, when you leave tea too long. Especially if it's strong tea. She sets the mug aside and sits down at her desk.
By the way, I've approved your vacation request. No one should disturb you this time.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Two Fairy sets another piece of milk candy on the desk and walks out.
Milk candy. Makes me miss the rabbit candy back home.
Oh.
Well, at least it goes with the tea.
Madame Z unwraps the candy and pops it into her mouth. This woman needs a holiday.
Miss Willow! I got it!
Not just Two Fairy. Madame Z needs a holiday. A year-long holiday. Flutterpage's voice arrives before she does. Willow raises her eyes from her packing list as she hears bright little footsteps heading closer.
Look! The Foundations recognize our games! Here's your invitation and our tickets!
Hey!
I suppose your flying does come in handy after all.
Willow shuts her suitcase and takes the folder from Flutterpage.
Are you done packing?
Flutterpage looks around Willow's room, making note of what's moved and what hasn't.
Ain't you taking this medal with you?
Well, that medal has seen better days. Flutterpage points to the medal recently placed in the cabinet, the first Willow has earned in almost a decade.
No. This is proof enough.
Willow pats the folder, holding the invitation and 2 tickets.
But that medal's for the winner of the qualifiers.
Oh, please. They're just qualifiers.
Willow scoffs.
Who's that, I wonder?
Probably Caroline? Probably?
Wow.
Yep.
What happened to the garden? It's beautiful.
I mean...
Ms. Willow's put a lot of care into it ever since she won first place in the qualifiers.
Ah, Sonnet. Ever predictable.
Caroline and Brimley look around the garden, enjoying the rare sight of foliage flourishing in winter.
What are you doing here?
We want to invite you to join us. Let's go to Australia together.
With Caroline too?
For your information, Charlotte, the top 3 athletes all qualify for the finals. And besides, I might have beaten you if you weren't so lucky as to capture that Valpurgis.
Also, wait, did it say voiced flower? Oh, she's speaking through the flower.
By the way, the ship we're taking is owned by the Bartley family.
What?
So, Ms. Bartley said she'd arrange a presidential suite for us.
Damn.
Presidential suite? Like, for presidents?
Sure. Flutterpage's head sticks out from behind Willow.
It seems we'll be spending quite some time together in the coming weeks.
She just coughs.
But which one of us is a president? It's Caroline, ain't it? It must be.
Nah, I nominate Flutterpage for president.
Would you shut your mouth?
You can't scare me anymore.
She knows you now. Dusk paints the world gold, and from a distant riverbank, a freighter sounds its horn. Today the skies of London are clear. Yay, a happy end. Good lord. This story really needed a happy end after all that. Okay, one more thing, I guess. What's this? Daily newspaper excerpts. A collection of clippings compiled by an avid Daily Inquirer reader and diehard Uluru Games fan. Okay. Post-qualifiers prospects setting out beneath clear skies. Following the Uluru London qualifiers, 32 athletes from Britain competing in 18 different events departed for Australia aboard an Imperial Airways flight this morning. The weather was exceptionally clear with fresh air and no visible smog. Imperial Airways personnel commented that it was an exceedingly rare occurrence and ideal omen for their momentous journey. Reports suggest that the rare clear skies may be related to the fog monster incident during the qualifiers. Many claim that Willow's floor ritual routine banished both the fog and the phantom beast, while skeptics argue that the witch staged the entire event, using a sinister spectacle to manipulate public sentiment. Others have even claimed to hold insider knowledge, indicating this to be part of a country-long conspiracy orchestrated by the British government. You know what? In this day and age where they are right now, this kind of bullshit is kind of fine because they don't have Twitter yet. They don't have social media yet. If they would have, holy conspiracy fire, that would be something else. Whatever the truth of the matter, the Uluru qualifiers have brought tangible benefits to London. Hospital admissions for respiratory conditions have dropped by 60%, with many residents reporting easier breathing and air quality reminiscent of centuries past. Well, good for you guys. Alright, that marks the end of this story, I guess. And boy, oh boy, what a story this one was. What a story this one was. Hard mode is just gonna be all of the stages on hard mode as always. Okay. Holy... I tried that fight so many times as well, by the way. That was like... I think that was like attempt number 5. I had an attempt that I recorded actually fully. And literally in the last moment of the fight, both the monster gibbed in and Willow at the same time. She was the last one standing. Jesus Christ. That fight sucked. Anyway, that fight sucked. It's an interesting fight. I need to figure out how to do it properly. But basically force my way through it with certain units. But yeah, anyway, was kind of fun as well. But yeah. Story-wise, this was very good, very emotional filled, like, whew. And what else to say? Flutterpage is adorable, and she was exactly what I thought she's gonna be in this story. Pretty much the tiny ray of sunshine for everybody. Tooth Fairy was kind of like the counselor of the whole thing. She was observing and just going from one party to the other for the most part. But it was nice seeing her, considering that it has been, if you go patch by patch, it has been a while since Green Lake, and that story is taking place way past this thing. So this was an interesting aspect of that. Willow, on the other hand, my god, what a character, and the depression she had to deal with. I am happy for her that she got it together at the end and decided to step up and just do it, just go through with it. And it's very funny, considering the flashback with her instructor, with the old woman from the past, and instructing her to do the didgeridoo stuff properly and so on and so forth. I have a feeling that the old woman was trying to impart on her the proper... Well, not just a feeling, I think that the old woman was pretty much trying to impart on her the proper ritual, how it goes. And luckily she kind of retained it. Luckily she both retained it and her stubbornness to go through with it and keep on perfecting it as much as possible probably led to the whole conclusion of this thing at the end. Plus, who knows? Maybe the ritual was supposed to be held with multiple people and some other aspects, and all of those were, as stated there with Tooth Fairy and Madame Z, that a lot of it was probably lost to time. So only bits and pieces were left all over the place. But yeah, and also Mr. Fogg, good lord, that guy... He has quite a job with London, doesn't he? No wonder he carries such a huge burden. But yeah, the fog basically also affecting him, of course, because he's essentially purifying the air with his own arcane ability, which in tandem works through his own body. Ooh, buddy, he has a smoker's lung and a half. Oh, jeez, don't want to be in his shoes. Bryman, on the other hand, he was fun. It's all I can say. He was kind of fun. Yeah, very interesting. He's gonna... I guess he will remain or will be transferred at some point after this to Australia proper. Because I think, if I remember from the previous Uluru games, he is stationed in Australia properly, right? So, I'm guessing after this he's just gonna go over there. I mean, he is already probably going over there with them. Maybe? Actually, no, they didn't say that at the end, did they? Or was that insinuated that he's gonna accompany them? Anyway, he will be there eventually at some point. But yeah, this is a good story. Really enjoyed it, despite the fact that gave me many teary-eyed moments. And both of those big moments were literally at episode ends. So for once, it's a happy one. It's done. It is done. But before I'm gonna leave you guys off, obviously we're not completely done, like I said at the beginning of the episode. Next time I'm gonna be diving into the Willow story through the uploaded YouTube videos, and probably gonna check either one of these at least with that, or I'm gonna check both if they're really short and combine them with Willow's episode. And then in the episode after that we can finish off with where is it? This one, with Flutterpage's little story. I wonder what the hell this is gonna be. But yeah, anyway, this will be it for this part, at least for the main story. I will be leaving you guys off with the attempt on the boss in the main's bulletin. But all I can say is this was good. Looking forward to continuing this journey through this game, and more story, of course, and more developments and characters and such. But for now, thank you guys very much. If you enjoyed, please consider leaving a like, it would help out a lot. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing, and if you wanna support me more directly, memberships are open, and as always, no video will be behind a membership. So yeah, thank you guys very much. Hope you have a fantastic day wherever you are. Enjoy the boss battle that is gonna follow, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, bye-bye. Alrighty then, let's see. Projection of Nightmare. Time for a rematch. Haven't fought you in a while. Non-real phenomena that resembles a collective nightmare of fear. An explorer insists he was attacked last night and suffered a mild seizure. According to family members, the victim was sound asleep at home. The possibility of fame seekers and other imitators cannot be ruled out. Alright, what do we have with this stuff? At the end of the round, if with 3 types of stats up, pause status or shield statuses, grant Moxie +1 and damage heal +20% to self for 2 rounds. Okay. If with 5+ types of all of that, additionally purify negative status from self. Okay. Ally, after taking 2 actions in 1 round, grants attack 30% to self for 30 rounds. 30? That would be amazing. For 3 rounds. After taking 3 actions in 1 round, grants additional damage dealt 30% to self for 3 rounds. Huh, interesting. Follow-up attacks, I'm gonna guess, are gonna be absolute craziness here. Flutterpage, do I leave you in this battle? I'm gonna leave you for now. Actually, I'm not gonna risk it because I still want to build you up. Because right now,
a gust of wind from the door. I thought it was my arcane skill, but turns out.
You know what? You know what? I'm gonna leave her for now. I'm gonna leave her for now. I wanna see at least.
Shall we attend to first?
I wanna see at least how she's gonna do on these early stages. Also, one of you said something about if I put Anjo on a star character. Cannot cast ultimates. All Moxie gain will be transferred to Anjo. Instead, gain 8% of Anjo Nala's critical rate and mental defense. Okay, and this was 4% of Anjo Nala's attack and max HP. Okay, sure. Projection of Nightmare inflicts Spite on its targets. At 6 stacks of Spite, the character enters a Spite Entwine status, rendering them unable to cast buff, debuff, counter, or heal type incantations. Okay. Characters can purify ally debuffs by gaining stats up. Ah, okay. And shield status. Okay. Or through incantations with purify effects. Okay. I see. Well, let's start with that. Well, that thing got destroyed in one single ult. Nice one, Mercuria. Alright. Let's see the next one. Newsflash number 2. Recently, there have been reports of missing individuals being discovered in the wilderness. Sadly, even skilled physicians are unable to rouse those who refuse to be awakened. The editor reminds us not to trust unverified rumors or engage in irresponsible dreaming. Well...
Let the helium fill your pulmonary lobe.
Pulmonary log. Okay, let's try that again. Now for the actual fight. Let's see how this goes. Crisis column. Reports indicate that several neuroscience institutes are developing drugs to inhibit activity in the dream-making regions of the brain. It is said that the drugs may have side effects, but they are still better than dreaming. Oh, you have something now. At the end of every 2 rounds, all allies gain 1 stack of sturdiness. When attack damage taken reduction 25%, minus 1 stack after trigger. Okay. Well, let's see how this is gonna be.
Oh, I got it now.
Same thing like last time. Put it on you. And let's go. Actually, wait, I don't need to start. I can start with this now, then this. Because I'm not doing it through you. That. And that, so I can fire off the ult.
This'll help.
Next stage.
Laundry time.
Nice. And there's the ult ready. Okay. So let's do that. You're on 2 charges. Yeah, perfect. Do that. Rebuff with that, and you're gonna get that in.
Please.
Nice.
Some dreams.
From adorable to creepy. Okay then. All of that is dead. Almost dead again. This is the round where I could use a big heal, but I don't have it right now. If I shuffle you, are you gonna give me a heal? A bigger heal, that is. Nope. The answer is nope. But for the power of shenanigans, I can get it. Nice. Okay, infinite health bar. Now we're at the actual battle.
Calm. This'll help.
Hit again with that and do your ult.
I am the waves in the ocean.
She's just permanently floating now. Flutterpage is just permanently floating.
Keep calm.
Okay. This is going fine for now, until it will not, but that's for later. Okay, let's see what we can do.
Where's the party start?
Let's go with that again. This. That felt kind of like a bit of a waste, but sure. Let's go with your.
The story begins with a...
Hey, triple S. Nice. I did it. I did it more for once. Okay, let's do that.
Palm of my hand.
Get your count down. And do the ult.
Shall I, Master?
Alright. Actually, I think there was a limit to how long I can go for, I guess? Well, that's that. Not gonna lie, I zoned out quite a lot during that last segment, but hey, Triple S, the first one. I saw a comment of someone who said in an earlier part of this Let's Play that this third boss is just bully material, and yeah, I'll agree with that. I'll agree with that, but I'm fine with the points I got. More than fine, I got everything pretty much. But yeah, anyway, this was fun, and next time we'll continue with this little patch and its stories. But for now, once again, thank you guys very much. Hope you have a fantastic day wherever you are, and I will see you next time. Until then, bye-bye.